You know what's always delicious? Sandwiches. So today we're making a honey oat loaf of sandwich bread in a loaf pan, so it'll look really cute. So the first thing we gotta do is get our dough started. In here I've got 2 3/4 of a cup of flour. I'm gonna add half a cup of oats. You can use quick oats or regular oats, whatever you've got. Then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of instant yeast into that, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Then we just wanna lightly stir this up so it gets all mixed in. Looks great. Then we'll move on to our liquid ingredients. So in here I have 1 1/2 cups of milk that I warmed up. Then I added 2 tablespoons of butter to it just so it started melting. And then I also have 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm just gonna stir the honey into there so it gets mixed in and there's not a big glob of honey in our dough when we mix it. This will kind of melt it a little bit too. So just giving this a quick stir, then I'm gonna pour it into our dry ingredients and we'll mix it on our mixer with the dough hook, probably about 6 minutes until it forms a nice little ball. Perfect. So I'm gonna get that mixing. So you could see our dough is all firmed up. It was in a nice ball around the dough hook and it wasn't sticking to the sides anymore. It is a little bit of a stickier dough, but that's okay. That's what we're looking for. So we're gonna dump it into a greased bowl with a lid and let it sit at room temperature for about an hour or until it's doubled in size. Awesome. So lid on and we'll see you then. Our dough rise, it looks nice and poofy, which is perfect. So I'm going to dump it out onto a lightly floured surface and we're gonna shape it and put it into our loaf pan. So I've got a greased 9 by 5 inch loaf pan. We're gonna use that, but just use whatever loaf pan you got. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lightly flour this and then I'm gonna press it into a rectangle-ish shape. And we want it to be about 8 inches so it will fit in here on one side anyways. Perfect. That looks great. And now we're gonna roll it up like a cinnamon bun. So just keep rolling till you get to the end. And this is gonna help give us a nice shaped loaf that's pretty evenly distributed. All right, so this seam here, we just want to pinch it together so it doesn't come undone in the pan. So all the way to the ends. Then you might say, Deidre, this is really long now. That's okay. We're just gonna tap it to condense it. And then we want to place it seam side at the bottom of our pan. Just squeeze it in till it fits in there. So cute already. So I'm gonna just lightly cover this with saran wrap. I'll let it sit at room temperature again, probably about an hour. We want it to rise up and be just starting to go over the edge of our pan here. Then we'll get it ready for the oven. Our cute little loaf of bread is nice and rise, so you can see it's just starting to climb above the edge of the pan, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I've preheated my oven to 350. We're gonna bake it till it's nice and golden, and it sounds hollow when you tap it, probably about 30 to 40 minutes. Our delicious honey oat bread baked for about 30 minutes. So it's nice and golden on top when you tap on it. Sounds hollow, so we knew it was baked. Then I just popped it out of the pan, let it cool on a rack so it doesn't get steamy on the sides. But this delicious bread is gonna make awesome sandwiches. I'm gonna have that for dinner today. Look how beautiful it is on the inside. Amazing. Well, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.